Alright, welcome to today's flight stream. As you can clearly see, we are about to fly the TBM. Super bright image here. Yeah, it's snow all around. I don't think it's really. I mean, it's really. I don't know actually. Yeah, no, I don't think so. We will see the external temperature. Today we're gonna do a very interesting flight from Asiago, Italy. One of the most interesting airport in Italy. As you can see, 1,128 meters, 3,400 feet of altitude, visual approach and departure. And we're going to Avignon. It's not a short flight for TBM. Yeah, very briefly, of course, we don't have any procedure here. We just check since they introduced the VFR, but yeah, okay. Not that it does really help in this case. Yeah, we're gonna depart running 26. Okay, I'm gonna explain you now. So as you can see, this airport is in a plateau. What you have to do is follow the valley. So initial climb, follow the valley. If you need, turn to the left. Today we have a TBM. It's really powerful plane. So yeah, probably will not need that. But since we have this kind of departure, I want in Sky Vector the real flight plan. Okay. And then direct at those as soon as possible. We are aligned on VATSIM, there is no control at the moment. Let's go. Let's get out of here. It's not a short flight. So let's expedite. TBM is the black square TBM, of course. This is not the default one, as you can clearly see from the cockpit. Incredible plane, I mean. You well know it probably. But yeah, still really incredible. Okay. So, where was the tablet on the black square TBM? I don't remember. Let me increase my... Okay. Otherwise I will not see anything. Oh my god, where is the tablet? I don't remember at all where they place it. Was it? Ah, okay. Wow. Okay, so restricted beta range. I don't remember. I think this was off. I don't remember restricted beta range. What does it mean? I mean, shouldn't deploy on flight? Ah, no. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, I have to be deactivated. Because this allow you to trigger the beta range during flight, which we don't want on the TBM. Blah, blah, blah. This is all fine. Yeah. Then, payload. So, we do have... Oops. Okay, payload. We do have 400 kilos of payload. Okay, let's load the fuel before 4,003. So currently we have 4,000. Okay, fuel is fine already. Yeah, that's perfect. Gross weight. I think we are pretty there. Useful weight. This is not the... Yeah, this is of course not the payload actually. But considering the fuel, we should have a total takeoff weight of 2,979. We are almost there. So I think I'm gonna add some kilos here. And here. We're pretty heavy. Okay, that's fine. That's perfect. Okay, yeah. Then, this is done. Let me remove the tablet for the moment. And let's go. You know that this plane is extremely detailed. Very good simulation of it. But let's go. Crash bar, battery, generator main, engine starter. Blah blah blah. This is off. This is off. Oxygen off. Power lever, propeller lever, max RPM. Condition lever cut off. Flaps is up. Fuel tank control left and right. Left. Okay. ELT armed, which I think is above here, and it's not above there. Wow. Okay, let me change this. 2 degrees outside. It's pretty cold actually. Cabin temperature 2 degrees, of course. We have all cabin temperature simulated in this plane, so our passengers are currently freezing. ELT, I don't remember where is the ELT on the TBM. Is not really important at the moment. I think we already have this problem in the past, but whatever. It's right here, and he's armed. Okay, yeah. So we can start up. Now let's go. Let me turn this on 1 moment. Stand by on this. Flight plan 1228 first of all. Menu. Import sim brief. 2000 on that transponder. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Okay, that's fine for the moment. We do have the arrival as well. We're gonna check the arrival later, of course. 29,000 feet is our. Do we add this? Yeah, I guess so. Is our cruise altitude for today. So, transponder on. And let's start up engine. Nav lights. Oxygen on. Flaps is up. Engine start. Okay. Fuel auxiliary boost pump on. Which in this version is was where? Was here, right? Now fuel selector, yeah, auxiliary. Yeah, that's the fuel pump. Auxiliary booster pump on strobe lights. Yeah, of course we don't have any. Well, we have the boost. We don't want the boost. We don't have any beacon lights here. Ignition switch auto. Starter on at 13% low idle. Okay, let's go. NG rising. 10%. Okay, it's already over. Low idle. Yeah, we don't have any. Okay, first of all, good engine start. We don't have any QNH. 3,409. We are pretty there actually. Yeah, it's 1014 the QNH. Okay, 1014 set. Okay. After. Okay, start to switch off. Condition lever I idle already. Okay. Fuel boost pump auto. Oops. Auto set. This is our fuel. Then after start, guider and blah 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 on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Strobe light stays on. FIS master on. Which is here. Okay, it's sync. FIS is on. No, it's not sync. We just have this side. Altimeter is already set. Autopilot altitude preselector not done. Preselector will be, yeah, let's say 9,000 feet at least. We are in the middle of mountains. Avionic master switch is already on. Autopilot and trim on. Bleed switch. Okay. Bleed switch is auto. Set auto. Internal temperature is super cold. Air condition fan temperature as desired. Okay. So now I will definitely help myself with the tablet. Cabin. Yeah, the environment is super cold. We don't have any target. Yeah, target none. Okay, let's go. So what we want to do is probably air condition on. Let's see now. Okay, target 22 degrees. Let's do 23. Okay, that's good. So now we should okay. Yeah, cabin is heating as you can see there, and also there. Great. The point is that probably only I mean this bleed system will not be sufficient, I guess. I don't remember because I mean the Baron, the Duke and the TBM are different. I always struggle to remember all of them. I don't see any cabin heater here. So okay, let's wait for now. Cabin is finally warming up. Cabin altitude. Cruise altitude. Cruise altitude today will be 29,000 feet. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Transponder is set. Initial separator on. Well, yeah. Image checker is like mandatory. I don't know about that, but I will put that on. What we are missing here, probably I skip it, but it's fuel. Okay, yeah, fuel selector. Yeah, I completely miss it. Yeah, be aware of that. Otherwise, you will have quite a discrepancy between right and left tank, of course. So today takeoff is running 2.6. It's super slow too. Was it that slow? Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, running 2.6. I'm gonna recap the procedure very soon. Wow, super slow. Okay, 2.6. Okay. Great. Trim is correct. So the procedure will be this one. First of all, we don't have any controller. Nice. Will be runway heading. Okay, take off runway heading. We're gonna have a valley and the mountains in front of us. You can also see them from here. We're gonna take off that side. It's also quite cloudy. Okay, look at this. Yeah, it's definitely cloudy. And yeah. Left turn in case we need, otherwise we're gonna continue straight. We have a very powerful plane. Let's do a little bit of recap. So takeoff torque limit is 100% torque, of course. After takeoff, we are gonna maintain 100 torque and we can engage 850 mod to get to 121 on the torque. Initial climb speed 110, 115, but we can accelerate actually. Cruise climb 130. Yeah, you can climb the TBM way faster than that, but whatever. Let's go. Do we need... Okay, let's do it before takeoff on the old shorts. Let's go. Of course, this plane does have better range. So turning in nothing. Okay, never mind that. Alright, let's get out of here. Better range. Long time we don't fly the TBM actually. It's like 2 months probably. That's a shame. Okay, better range now. Let's stop here. Auto parking brake. So, high idle, condition lever is set. Flaps takeoff. This is the default sound. Okay. Pito, stall, done. Initial separator, let's keep it on. So we're gonna do a static takeoff, so we're gonna, okay, not really on the 100% torque. We're gonna increase the torque around 80% brake release and then increase it even more. Of course, I forgot taxi light, but whatever. Landing lights is okay. Transponder is already on. Let's go. Auto brake. Sorry, auto brake. Parking brake. Let's go to the left here and use the most runway we can. It's a very short runway actually. For the takeoff, I mean, landing gear with the TBM wasn't a problem at all. We were able to stop basically in half of the runway. But yeah, now it's different on takeoff. Okay, fully ready. Wait a sec, I don't like my heading. Okay, let's go. Alright, brake release. Okay. The rotation speed is around 80, 75, 80 knots. Okay, rotate very gently. And we are flying. No more runway. Gear up. Okay. Trim up a bit. Reducing power immediately. Oh, the plane really wants to go to the left. That's normal for the torque effect, of course. Now, I want adding reference. Trigger this. Engage that. Okay, yeah, the plane really wants to go to the left. I have one hand, I can do anything, I can do everything, I mean. Flaps up. Autopilot. Alright. There we go. So now, what we want to do is climb as much as we can. Okay. So I'm gonna increase the climb on 2000 feet per minute at the moment. Increase a little bit the power. After takeoff, landing is a blah blah blah. Full power on. Yaw damper is on now. Okay, kicking in. Initial separator off. Taxi lights. Okay, cabin is warm. We're gonna check about that later. And pressurizing. No. Okay. Well, power, power, power. Now we have to lower the nose. Immediately. Okay, terrain looks fine to me. We don't have any visibility at the moment. Okay, we're pretty high. Okay. Flight plan Adosa. Direct. Activate. enough. Oh, nice. Standard pressure. We cleared the terrain already. I want to switch to indicated airspeed. And let's do it. Okay. Let's climb like a monster now. Okay, cabin temperature is fine for the moment. Looks like we can... we're able to maintain cabin temperature for now. Let's check the ice, because we are in the... yeah, indeed. We are making ice, anti-ice on immediately. Inertial separator. Control the torque. Inertial separator kicking in. So monitor the torque, which is dropping. That's normal. Okay. Oh, we are out of clouds. Okay. Landing lights off. This is master caution for the inertial separator, don't worry. Flight plan. Yeah, basically a straight line to the border between France and Italy now. Look at that. Wow. That was really busy departure. After takeoff we have done everything. After we're gonna do a recommended cruise, 95% of torque. Let's go. Okay, out of cloud. I'm gonna maintain anti-ice on for the moment, because yeah, we still have this cloud in front of us. We have to climb 29,000 feet, so flight level 290 today. Beautiful kind of aviation. Yeah, I know that people, I also see from views, I mean, people don't really like this aviation, which is a shame actually. This is probably, I mean, I really like also smaller plane and flying lower and slower. But turboprop, the Duke, TBM, this type of flying is just incredible for me. I really suggest you, I really suggest you to give it a try and change your opinion on this kind of aviation, because people also you see on VATSIM used to fly just A320, 73 liner basically. If you check VATSIM 1 second, you see around you, look at this, A330, A320, A319, A320, A320. Okay, that's good. A320, 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 A320. Another Cessna. A321, A320, A321. Citation. A321, A321. So yeah, all big plane, fast plane, classical aviation. But yeah, I would just do this if it was for me. I mean, actually I did for a long period. The first time I was using 2020 back in 2020, indeed. It was 2021 actually. I was just doing like TBM flight. I mean, I already said this many times, but I did like half of the world tour with the TBM, the default TBM from here, very close. I mean, from this airport, which is right here now, to Tasmania, south of Australia. Basically just did that for 3-4 months. This kind of aviation is just extremely better for me. Okay, we are out of clouds. I think it's time for us to switch some anti-ice off now. And also gain some power. So now inertial separator is about to be switched off. And as a consequence, we're gonna gain some torque, as you can see here. And as we're gonna increase also our climb speed. And now I'm gonna set up the maximum torque possible. Alright, perfect. Now we're talking. I remember we are going from Asiago. We just took off from Asiago to Avignon, France, with a TBM850. Incredible flight, I mean, just an incredible flight. Okay, we did everything. On crew is 95%. Great. This kind of plane, you know, that used to accelerate after we finish the climb. Don't worry about that. This is just the our GPS system that trigger it. I have no idea how this works. Whatever, man. Let's get to the cruise altitude. And then we're gonna check some stuff also about Avignon. There is some interesting wind happening there. Let me just check something. Yeah, as I thought, we have to do the circle to land. No, wait a sec. Yeah. Yeah, this is the circle to land classical. Yeah, because we have wind from this direction. So we're gonna have to circle the plane. We're gonna have to do the circle to land probably. Yeah. But this is gonna happen in some time from now. Look at this. Okay, now as much as we climb, we're gonna lose torque. That's of course normal. I'm gonna compensate since I can, but at some point will not be possible anymore. 20,000 feet. Lovely plane, the TBM. As you probably know, I really like it. You can fly. We are doing a typical TBM flight today from small airport to liner cruise altitude and then back to another small airport. Avignon is not that small, of course, but yeah, still. And that's Verona. That's Verona GA airport, which I don't remember how it's called at the moment. Let's call it Boscomantico. Yeah. It's a custom default airport as well. You can see it from the buildings that spawn. This is this Verona Stadium. And as always, I can't find the airport of Verona. It's so hard to spot for me. From the city, I don't know why, but every time I struggle so much. Whatever, buonasera. How are you? Okay. So 21,000 feet in temperature is okay. Torque, we can increase it a bit. Alright. So yeah, over Verona now. And oh yeah, that's the airport, right? Yeah, that's the airport, okay. Verona Villafranca. Ah, we have the Lake of Garda here. Wow, look at that. Wow, with the snow here. That's cool. Lake of Garda, biggest lake in Italy. We have already some very significant altitude gain. Let's monitor the differential pressure because I mean we are almost there. We're not gonna have any problem probably because the TBM, especially the default one, can have some issue, especially if you climb fast. But yeah, as you can see, we're climbing 1,000 feet per minute, so it's not that fast at all. So yeah, it's gonna be okay. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have to lower the power so much on cruise. I mean, it's saying 95, but I think it's gonna drop significantly pretty soon. Okay, now I'm max power, and I'm getting this torque. So from now, the torque is gonna drop. We're gonna maintain basically max power. That's totally normal. And soon we're gonna lower our nose and gain some significant speed. I don't know why that increased. So yeah, in Avignon, as I was showing before, we're gonna have to do a circle to land. Our nav is fine, you can do this for example. Yeah, no, it's okay. And then you circle. So you do the nav procedure. And then you need this. So on final, we can do also another one probably. Yeah, this one is better, the yank. Okay, yeah, change. Yeah, that's fine, but I want the other chart after. Okay. So basically you overfly Voyel, you do all the procedure, and then on coming inbound air nav Yankee 3 miles from runway 17, you brake heading 212. There are some specific minutes here, but as you can see, 212, and then you do this and you do a visual approach basically. On approach runway between March and September, on sunny day in late afternoon, glare may occur caused by photovoltaic panel west of runway. Very interesting. Yeah, the problem is that you don't really have specific reference for these 3 miles because the VR of Avignon, I think, is not active anymore. You have a VO. Oh no, wait. This is not even the. Oh, and this. I think it's for gliders. Yeah, I don't think you have any reference. But yeah, let's say we're gonna go visual. We're gonna go visual probably before. I mean, we're not gonna do all the procedure. We're just gonna yeah, we're just gonna cut through. Oh no, we are just gonna switch VFR. Okay, we're about to finish our climb. Here we have Brescia Airport, military. I mean, this is called Gedi, military. Brescia Airport as well. This is Lake of Iseo. I think I got it right finally. Hopefully. I always got very confused on this lake here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. As you can see. Well, I don't remember which one of the two is Gedi. Yeah, it's Gedi. This one is Gedi. This is Montichiari. Half military, half civil. Get is completely military. As you can see, the torque is dropping. But we are about to finish our climb. 1,500 feet to go. 1 minute and something, basically. This is River Po, biggest river in Italy. So we are seeing everything today. Biggest lake, biggest river, they are close to each other. So. Oh wow. Speaking of which, this is an enormous lake when you see it in real life. Okay. So in Milano, I mean, when we cross, we can already. Okay, let's go direct to Bordi. 1,000 feet to go, that's fine. Direct Bordi activate. $1,000 to go. Cabin pressurized. And yeah, we're gonna decrease a little bit the torque to 95% for the moment. So as soon as the plane starts pitching down, we're gonna reduce torque. As you can see, a lot of workload in this kind of plane is not like an A320 or something like that. Very different. Manual throttle, pressurization system. You have to deal also, if you want, with the cabin temperature will drop completely. We are gonna have to investigate that right after our level off. Minus 47 degrees outside. Let's see what happened. And now we can have the plane warming up. That's cool. I mean, probably people don't really care about that, but I do. I really like to set up my temperature environment. Okay, cruise power set, and plane is gonna start accelerate now, of course. So what happened here? We have 11 degrees. Well, I mean, what we can do on the TBM. This is not gonna help, right? Probably not. Yeah, I remember there was something in it. So the plane basically is not able to warm up the cabin anymore. We need something like a cabin heater. Okay, this is not helping. Bleed eye. Bleed eye, let's try. Maybe it was that. It was on auto, alright? Yeah. Let's try high. I don't think it's gonna make any difference, but well, let's see. It's warming up actually. 12 degrees. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's enough. Yeah, it's warming up. Okay, great. So you have to switch bleed to high at some point. And now we're getting finally some significant speed, 292 knots of ground speed already. That's good. It's not a short flight that also. Let's expedite. Okay, great. Our current position is this one. Again, we took off from Asiago. We are going to Avignon. This is us. It's gonna take some time. Also, yeah, I guess I can spot traffic because you need a proper range to do it, which I don't remember, of course. But I think 25 nautical miles here is sufficient, hopefully. Now, right now we have some very good speed. So I'm bringing this plane to France because I want to go to Salamanca in Spain, actually, which is this airport. Yeah, so I wanted a plane to use. Why not the TBM? I have some around the area. Like I could have done that with the CJ4, but yeah. Ah, well, I do have a Kodiak here. I completely forgot about this Kodiak. But yeah, whatever. Yeah, we could have used the Kodiak. But we used the Kodiak already for the War Tour, so we use it so much. With the TBM. Yeah, but I don't have it installed, and I don't even know if it works on 2024. But yeah, whatever. Avignon, then we can go, I don't know. Andorra is a very interesting airport. Let's see. Yeah, but it's very close probably. This is Andorra, right? It's a custom default. Yeah, it's pretty close, and then from Andorra to Salamanca. I don't even. Yeah, it's this, right? No, it's this. Yeah, they do have a meter. Wow, 300. Okay, no, we can't go to Andorra. It's too far. It's too far. The next flight, Zaragoza. So Zaragoza is a very interesting airport, which I like, but unfortunately, I don't think it's on 2024 either. It wasn't on 2020 because it's military. It was very bad. I don't remember. I think it wasn't there at all. There was a like a free. I think it was free. Yeah, I guess so. On flightsim.io. This is Piacenza, and was a free scenery, but you had to modify some Navigraph data. It was quite complicated to install it. But yeah, Zaragoza is a cool airport. And there we have the Tyrrhenian Sea already inside. We're about to cross the Apennine. And again, try. Are we good with the altitude? Yeah. I really, really suggest you to try this kind of aviation. It's very cool, especially if you fly in an area that you know initially. It's very, very cool. This one, but because probably if you use a very slow plane, I mean, I suggested to do that as well, but you're gonna get some, bored a little bit. We play like a TBM, also the Cirrus. If you want default plane and you have the Premium Deluxe, the Cirrus SR22. Very good choice, very good flight model, very good plane overall. It's default if you have the Premium Deluxe. And yeah, incredible aviation. If you don't have the Premium Deluxe, you still have the TBM. The 930, the default one, which is not this one again. This is the Black Square TBM850. But yeah, again, I really suggest you to try this type of aviation here. Because, yeah, it's very good actually. Very, very good, very beautiful to fly like this. Also to different kind of procedure. Different airport. You can go in way smaller airport than a A320 or than a 737. So yeah. Again, I did half of the War Tour with a plane like this. So it's really enjoyable. It's really, really enjoyable. Okay, let's see. One. Wow, we do have a. So I can't see traffic probably. We have an A320 very close to us. Okay, very close, I don't know. But yeah, it's quite close actually. It's coming from left. Oh yeah, wow. Look at that. Yeah, I don't know why. Ah, okay, yeah. So as you can see, if you zoom out too much. Yeah, but this is super. This is too zoomed probably, but we're gonna keep it because of traffic, of course. Okay, weather in Avignon. Let's check. Don't mind the wind. Again, we're gonna do a circle to land procedure, or probably a visual procedure. We're gonna set up this AirNav Yankee approach, but we're gonna land runway 35. There is a circle to land, as you can see here. But what we will do, I guess, is just disengage autopilot here and do a traffic pattern. So left turn and then land 35. Something like that, I guess we will do. And this is Liguria. Already. Yep. We're gonna fly over Genova, but I think we'll be quite cloudy. And again, we have to check the weather. So again, we're gonna have 22 knots of headwind because we are doing a circle to land, just to remind. Okay, so no clouds. This is not rare situation in Avignon. They only have procedure running 17. Again, they have the circle to land for runway 35, but they only have this. Which is interesting. It's not the first time I see wind from north. It's not the second time actually. It's happened many. It happened in many flights. So yeah. Of course, Avignon is not really an airport in use. Very interesting history. Very, very interesting airport. Back in past, there was a flight, for example, from Southampton, done with for sure the Dash 8. I don't know if it was done with the 146, the BI 146. And they were trying, for example, a couple of years ago, there was a flight from Belgium or from Netherlands, I don't remember exactly, with a 737. So yeah, they land there with big planes as well. Was Fly Blue, I guess? No, it wasn't Fly Blue. Let me see. Okay, my VATSIM volume is... Yeah, the better pages, of course. The best pages, of course, the French one. I don't know why my connection every time is so slow. Come on, man. No. Look at this plane. Looks like a CRJ. No, probably some big, but yeah, can be a global. Yeah, the English page is so poor. Yeah, the French one, as you can see, this is very interesting. For example, I don't know, Fokker 28 Avignon to Paris. Avignon, Lyon, blah blah blah. Ah yeah, look at that. BI 146, very cool. Very cool. I think this was still the flight to Paris with the Fokker 100. Fokker 2 is the one we have from Inibit, I guess. Not Inibit, sorry, so just flight. Avignon, Paris, ATR, Brit Air, and then they started this historical, I guess was historical. Wow, Edinburgh 737-700. Ah, wow, look at that. Fly B, was this right? Yeah, was this? This was flight from But yeah, there was a flight from Edinburgh, Jetchu. This is not. Yeah, they closed, right? Yeah, that's it. There we have it. Avignon, Southampton. Then in the recent period there was a flight. Let's see if I can find about. Yeah, TUI flight. And Avignon, I remember that. Ah wow, so Flybe launched the flight Avignon to Southampton in 2008 was? Okay, 2006, and it was done until 2000 and 2020. And then there was the failure of the company, so they have to stop. Okay, yeah, from Belgium, I remember that. I remember that flight with the Embraer. Okay, not this entry. Annulé tous les vols. We, yeah, no way. Because they closed basically. And also they stopped doing this Anvers to Avignon flight. And nowadays there are not. They don't do any liner flight basically from Avignon. Genoa airport here, and this is Alps. We're about to cross Alps, very close to the coastline, of course. And after we are out of Italy, yeah, we're gonna go direct to Lacaz. That's it. What's happening on the pilot? Okay. So, yeah, nowadays I can show you, of course. Flight around 24 hours of flight connection, but yeah, either. I mean, you never know updates. I don't think there is any flight. Yeah, it's not even there. Nîmes, they do flights from Nîmes. Wow. What? Ryanair? I didn't know that. Yeah, unfortunately Avignon is not even there. It seems, I mean, oh boy, every time. Yeah, we do have, of course, executive flights happening around Amsterdam here. Oh, let's see, where is this guy? CJ4? No, CJ2 Plus. Okay, wow. Amsterdam to Avignon. Yeah, it's kind of a shame because, yeah, probably is of course not needed, but yeah, Avignon is a very touristic city. It's small, but very touristic. Okay. And so, yeah, they have this airport which is used only for GA and private aviation now, basically. It's small, it's cool, really like it. I've been there many times. In real life, I mean. Okay, yeah, after boarding direct Lacaz. Again, we're gonna do a circle to land procedure today. Or, not really, probably. We're gonna schedule a circle to land procedure. And this is, of course, due to the wind. Runway 17. I have 22 knots of crosswind. Runway 35 doesn't have a procedure apart from the circle to land, indeed, which is this. but we can also do a normal VFR approach probably, which we're gonna do if there is no controller. So basically, here somewhere we are gonna just join a traffic pattern which is left. Not really. It's a right turn. So it's a right traffic pattern on E35, it's a left traffic pattern on E17. So technically we should like do a very different approach. Well, we can actually overfly the airport and then do this. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We can also do that. So we're gonna transition to VFR if there is no control around. And this is our current procedure, so now we have to do something with my dinner. So yeah, the point is that all our... Okay, let me insert the procedure. But yeah, the point is that... well, first of all, we already have the... Yeah, we already have the arrival. Let me see something. Yeah, there is the visual 3.5, but doesn't make any sense because... What is this? No, this is not correct, of course. Okay, let's do the Yankee 17. Okay. For now we have this. Yeah, our vertical path will be very different. We can correct it because we can set up here at 3,000 feet. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. That's great. So we are going to have a proper vertical path. Okay. Great. And in the meantime we are over Alps, which is also a very good area of Alps. I remind you, the West Alps, which is here, have an extremely high resolution if you fly the right altitude, or if you fly low, of course. You're gonna really enjoy the area. Monviso, I'm giving you some specific point of... I mean, it's a mountain in this case. Point of reference, we can say. And soon we're gonna fly over another very famous airport in Italy, which is Albenga for GA Aviation, of course. Wait, 3 minutes. I'm gonna have to check my meat in the oven. Ta-da-da. Inverted flight prohibited. Intentional spin. Ah, intentional spin prohibited. Wow. How do you train the spin in the TBM then? I think they have some... I mean, not only in the simulator, I guess. That's Albenga. Albenga Airport. This is Albenga. Town, we can call it town. It's village. Okay, now it's gone. We're gonna see some very cringe situation on VATSIM. This is not. Wow. This is something you can get banned from, and this is even worse. You can really get banned from typing something like this on VATSIM chat. If someone call a supervisor now, will not be funny for them. This is classical human being behavior, by the way, you know. Or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna wait to cross the border and go direct to Lakats, and then I'm gonna go for a couple of minutes. My god, this guy is 10 years old or what? Let's see if we have the high resolution. I think we have to, because it's more in this area. And probably we are also very high. Probably we are also very high. So we're gonna see the develop. Okay, nothing is. Nobody is riding now. But yeah. How many miles? 9 miles. From Bordi, which is also the border of Italy and France. There's no controller around. I don't know why people are getting so. Maybe, yeah, Zurich without controller is very interesting. Today is a Frankfurt Friday. If you're interested to get some overload event, if you like to get very busy on VATSIM with so much traffic, there is this event they do in Germany every Friday, which I can't find now. There we go. Which is called Frankfurt Friday, which is still not happening at the moment. But and they do also Munich someday, which I don't remember. And they do Stuttgart Sunday. Germany, I mean, of course, Germany VATSIM community is incredible. Look at that, sort of month. Every day there is a I think it's Wednesday. No, it's not that. Cologne Wednesday. Maybe it's Tuesday. Hamburg Tuesday. There is the event in Munich, really? I thought there was one. Whatever, I mean. But yeah, Frankfurt Friday is one of the most famous, of course, because of Frankfurt. Frankfurt is probably the busiest airport in VATSIM. There are some in US. Boston is very busy usually, but yeah. Wow, Madrid is very active even today. We fly yesterday to Madrid. Boston is okay. This is not really Boston. What the fuck? But I think there is nothing close to Frankfurt. Just a crazy airport. I wanted to go there. It was an option today. Completely forgot it was Frankfurt Friday, but it's okay. I mean, yesterday we went to an overload event in Madrid with the A340. So today we are taking a VATSIM wise at least easier flight. Okay, now we can go direct to Lakats, by the way. Let's go. Alright. Let's check the weather in Avignon. How it's developing. Not here, maybe. Okay, still right. So again, circle to land procedure. This is what we load. So AirNav Yankee runway 17. This is the circle to land procedure for runway 35. But what we will do probably is just get to this waypoint Woyel, whatever it's called, at 3,000 feet, and then enter a right pattern for runway 35. So switch to VFR basically to land runway 35. This reason of that is, of course, because we have 23 knots of tailwind running 17. So we need to use runway 35, but runway 35 don't have any IFR procedure apart from the circle to land approach, which I don't even know if it's considered IFR, that specific one, but whatever. It's not important now. Let's see if we can have some super resolution. Are we over it? I think it's not. I mean, it's more in the northern. But again, if you want to see crazy terrain, West Alps, where we are here, with close to Cuneo, which is a city, close to Mount Viso, which is a mountain. If you get low enough, you're gonna see like LiDAR terrain quality, extremely high resolution quality, which I can't show you now because we are too far and too high. Okay. So now I will have to go 1 second. I will be back in less than 2 minutes. So see ya in 2 minutes. Alright. Back I am. Okay, so we are definitely in France now. Could have got the direct to Voyelle, but yeah, I will not. We're pointing to Marseille and then we're gonna heading north. Top of descent. Yeah, it's close, of course. So basically, we're gonna start descending in. Yeah, less than 10 minutes. Let's see the VATSIM situation. There is big. I mean, there is a lot of control in Toulouse in these days. I think some testing. A couple of days ago there was control as well. This is us, by the way. This is our destination. Yeah, again, 10 minutes. We're gonna start descending. Even less, probably 8 minutes from now. Yeah. We're gonna continue direct Lacats for now. Maybe when we are close enough to Marseille, we're gonna go toward north. We will see. Not that it's really needed, honestly. Considering our weight. Okay, 2000. So it's around 6,000 pounds. Landing 80 knots, okay. Touchdown 65. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, hopefully we're not gonna have control. And do a VFR approach. Okay. Altitude is 124 at destination. Okay, let me select the approach even here. Again, very beautiful type of flying. I really suggest you to try it. Don't get stuck only in liners, which is typical of many people. I really suggest you to do this stuff. I really suggest you to do world tour with a slow and low flyer, like a Kodiak, as I am doing, like a Cirrus SR-22. Very beautiful planes to operate. You're gonna enjoy it so much. Okay, top of descent. Pretty close now. So we're gonna descend initially as a classical 21,000 feet in vertical speed. So let's arm it. Okay, Toulouse is offline. Bordeaux is offline actually. We already passed Nice, which is under clouds probably. Yeah, basically we're about to start this, and let's see if we can spot Le Mans Venteur, which is this, I guess. Not 100% sure, but yeah, can be that or can be in this area. I don't know now. Top of this is shifty or what? It is stationary. We're gonna also gain some significant speed now descending. We lose some torque as well. Yeah. I don't remember if this is 95 of torque or engine. I think it's 95 of torque. No, torque. We lose some ground speed as well. Let's get back to it. So yeah, now on descending we're gonna have to monitor, of course, the speed, not overspeed 260 knots. We're gonna maintain this configuration until we can, then starting reducing power. Okay. 178 flaps on takeoff, 120 I guess is flaps landing, 122. And also 178 is gear down. Yeah, we have a visual approach today. Okay, I'm checking. Because we have both checklists for Instrumental and visual. Okay. Engage descent. Nothing is happening. Okay, let's go. If I press this, okay, I can control it from here. Down we go. Also, reducing this 124 is the internal. Let's get to 4000 for now. Temperature is fine. We are gonna shut off the bleed. I mean, we're gonna change bleed from auto to high. From high to auto, actually. Very soon. Local QNH in Avignon. Let me check it from Sky Vector. Let me set up the flight plan back. 1024. Okay. Quite a different. I mean, quite different from Italy. So now, as you can see, we're gonna gain a lot of ground speed, of course. And that's Marseille already, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, because that's Vitrolles. Not 100%. Yeah, I guess so. This should be Marseille Airport. I don't know. Looks too close to me. But no, probably no, that's fine. Yeah, that's correct. So this is Le Calanque. Le Calanque, Marseille. This is the bay in front of the Marseille airport, which is the area is called Vitrolles. If you don't know. No LS, no VOR. We have no reference at all, apart from our GPS. How are we doing with the descending path? Probably. I don't see the green banana. Okay, I see it. What? Okay, what's that? It's fine for the moment. No, wait. Yeah, probably we're gonna have to accelerate the descent very soon. And lowering this as well. Okay, so our passenger can be back to brief. Cabin pressure warning? That's strange. I never had a cabin pressure warning on descending. Yeah, there is a lot of differential pressure, but that's strange because it should reduce while we are descending, of course. Maybe because we are depressurizing too fast. No? Yeah, reduce this. Yeah, we don't need to depressurize that fast because, of course, I mean, usually when you are, of course, climbing, the differential pressure rise. If you are descending, the differential pressure drops. But not now, apparently. Maybe because we had, I mean, the cabin pressure vertical speed was too fast. Now I reduce it, should be fine. Also, I can increase a little bit the descending, the vertical speed, I mean. It's I don't see it now. We will see it from Avignon because I know, I mean, I have surrounding reference from there. Yeah, now not really. As you can see, the cabin pressure is dropping quite fast. Yeah, Yeah, I don't have any vertical path, so I don't really know if how good am I on the vertical profile, which I don't think we are that good, honestly. Yeah, indeed. We are not that good at all. Okay, in this case, this can be now set on the sea level, plus 100 basically, which is Avignon altitude. And, okay, now it's 11,000 feet, right? Yeah. It's true. I mean, we don't really have to wait the turn, of course. And we are not gonna do it. So now direct to this, activate. Okay, now we really have to descend. So 2000 feet per minute. Alright. QNH also 1024. As always, if you have any question, feel free to ask. Wow, now we do have look at that. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense we are offset. Of course, I'm gonna give myself another direct. Okay. Great. But now we do have a vertical path, because basically the next waypoint is the first one of our RNAV procedure, which we're not really doing it, of course. Oh yeah, we're super high. Well, we can gain some. I mean, we can lose some proper altitude from here because of the TBM. In case we can slow down the plane quite a lot, and that's gonna help us to get a better vertical profile. We're gonna get here at 11,000 feet. It's okay for the moment. Not wonderful, of course, but it's okay. So now we're basically going direct to Avignon. Again, what we want to do today is, since there is no controller, since we should do kind of a vertical, sorry, kind of a circle to land. What we want to do is basically overfly the airport and enter at the right traffic pattern to land runway 35. That's our goal. Well, Mont Ventoux should be. Ah, yeah, it's there. Okay, that's the Mont Ventoux, which is very windy. Windy mountain, also called. I mean, it does mean windy mountain, I guess, in French. Set 3000 already. I mean, I want a reference. Yeah, we're not that bad, honestly. Also, we're gonna improve soon, so we are not that bad. Not bad at all. Alright, let's see if we can recognize some. I guess that's Avignon already? Yeah, sorry, that's Avignon. Yeah, we're coming from the right. Yeah, that's Avignon, probably. We're doing fine, I mean. So we're gonna. I will have to fly the plane quite Again, it's a VFR approach, so I will definitely have to fly the plane. No cinematic view today. Yeah, that's Avignon. We're close enough. That's Avignon city. And the airport is somewhere there. So in this case, we're doing okay. We're not doing great. We are getting... Yeah, but what? Wow, this surprised me. I don't think... Okay, this is not a glide slope. I don't know what that is actually, because we have a... I mean, I set up manually a mandatory constraint over Avignon Airport of 3,000 feet. But according to my green banana, which is a blue banana here, we are not gonna get that. And according to this glide slope, which is of course not a glide slope, but it's a vertical path or glide path, whatever it is, we are fine. I don't think we are fine at all, to be honest. So I will continue descent like this, even increasing or reducing speed very soon. 12,000 feet. And again will be a VFR approach, completely visual. That's due to the wind, that's also due to the fact that we are flying a TBM, so we can do it. What's that? That's a custom bridge or something. Why the plane is turning to the right? No idea. Yeah, basically the airport is in 15. I mean, we're super close to it. Okay, I guess it's time to slow down a bit. Main reason is I want to get better on my vertical profile, of course. So time to reduce power, time to disengage the 850 mode. This is gonna help us to have a, of course, I mean, to anticipate, let's say, have a better angle of descent. I really suspect that that's the airport. Yeah, that's the airport. Okay. So from now, heading. Okay, let's start. Let's start the journey to the runway. Again, we are fully visual now. Heading select for the moment. We are very high. Pressure is doing fine. And slow down a little bit. Okay. Wow, look at the... It's very... Yeah, of course, it's very windy. That's why we're doing this procedure. We are very high, but according to the green banana, we're gonna make it 3,000 feet on over Avignon Airport. Yeah, we need to be fully prepared. So landing speed is confirmed, 80 knots. I mean, landing speed is 65, but yeah, approaching speed 80 knots. 850 mode disengage, flaps, blah blah blah. Full RPM. Wow, I didn't change the RPM. I should have changed the RPM. No. Yeah, maybe. But in my cruise power, I don't see any RPM option. Whatever, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. We cruise with yeah, 2000, right? Yeah. In the checklist I don't have any option for lower prop configuration. Okay, not too slow. Landing lights. Nature separator is off. It's gonna stay off. Okay, we don't need this anymore. Autos. Vertical speed. What? No, wait a sec. Okay, no, this is not vertical speed. 1000 feet per minute. Okay, from now I guess it's time. So we have to do a right traffic pattern. Autopilot off. A lot of manual flying today. Which I really enjoy considering the plane. Not the visibility of this plane much. I mean, it's really hard to see on the TBM. That's the runway. Continue descent. Okay, flight director off, yaw damper off. Trim up a bit. Power. Ah, yeah, also we have the fantastic 22 knots of headwind. Okay. Avignon City is in that way. It's right there. The can show you like this. Yeah, that's Avignon Castle. And we're right over the airport. Oh yeah. Okay, right turn. And adding 170 now. I remind you we're fully visual now. Oh, that's the Mont Ventoux. Or Ventoux. Whatever it's called. Okay, aiming 170 again. Bit of power. You know that this plane does have an incredible flight model, so it does really help in this kind of approach. No, what the fuck? Okay, my bad. Cover, that was, of course, completely my bad. I open a program instead of turning the... Okay, that's the runway. Okay, level off. Okay. Try to see the runway. Okay, I think we over... I mean, it's already way behind us. Okay, in this case, turning on final. I also have my GPS map helping me there, so we can already drop flaps on takeoff now. Not that we need for the moment. Okay, that's the runway. Need to increase our bank angle. Let's increase it. And also let's go down. We're quite fine, I think, on altitude. Let's recover on the... Okay, yeah, runway is there. Alright, speed check, gear down. We are even too low. And flaps. Flaps and takeoff set. Around 80 knots for approach speed. Okay, we have to go down. And slow down. Okay, we have a lot of margin, of course, because of a lot of the headwind. Okay, power. All right. Flaps. Landing set. Compensate. The plane want to climb. It's fine. I mean, even if the puppy is completely white. Again, we have a lot of headwind, like 20 knots of headwind. So. We can also do a high-speed approach. Look at the ground speed, 58 knots of ground speed. We are basically not even moving. Look at that, we are so static. Super hard to approach with a lot of headwind, in my opinion. Okay, let's try to maintain that 80 knots. It's not that easy because we're really on the edge of the control, I mean, of the engine profile to beta range, so okay, go down. But yeah, with this kind of flight model, again, it does really help. Super windy. Yeah, also we have crosswind. Right. And now idle. Hold it. I think we touched down already. Yeah. I didn't even realize when was the touchdown. Okay. What the fuck? How was it? 59? We touched down. Okay, here. Oh, what the fuck? Why the... I have no idea why the plane was going. Because of the wind, I guess. The simulator was... Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's typical. I'm struggling to even turn the plane. I don't know how realistic is this. Now I finally have my crosswind full in, so I will turn very easily. But yeah, if you have a lot of wind, some planes are really struggle to turn. Okay, flaps up. Yeah, that was a very strange approach, of course, due to the high headwind we had. Okay, so taxi light on, strobe stays on, oxygen off. Flaps is up, weather radar not on at all. Classically park close to that jet engine, sorry, jet plane, which I have no idea what that is. Let's go. I think I can go too low. Probably not. Can I taxi in low height? Yeah. Okay, that's average. Comes of the plane. I mean, we also have headwind now. It's incredible. If I set up beta range mode and I let the brake go, the plane should start. Yeah, it's going back. You see it because of the wind. That's super cool. Okay. Wow. Taxi light off. Alright. Blade system off. Off. Air conditioning is off. Autopilot trim off. Standby and off. Avionic master off. 2 minutes in fly idle, high idle, so yeah, you have to keep it in high idle. You can taxi. I thought you could. But whatever. Cut off. Fuel auxiliary build. Fuel pump off. Auxiliary. Fuel selector. Okay. Ignition off. Okay. There we go. Strobe lights. Nav off. Generator and this. Okay. Can I open it? There we have it. That was beautiful. Very interesting flight, of course, for me. Very, again, I love this type of aviation. Incredible airport in Italy. I really suggest you Asiago, Lima India Delta Alpha. Avignon is a very interesting one. Today, in particularly, 20 knots of headwind. Two options: circle to land or VFR approach. We did the VFR approach, but yeah, really cool, really cool. And that's all. So I really thank you. And if you like, subscribe. I wish you a nice evening and see you next. Bye.